Shakiba, how are you? You want my mic? I'm not going to give you my mic. So خليني أقول لكم عن شكيبة في البداية. أول شيء يا جماعة بلشت في الجامعة في 2014. تخصصها في مجال العلوم السياسية والفلسفة والاقتصاد. She dreams to make this place or this world a better place, right? You think you can?
I hope so.
Hello. You can use my mic now.
Thank you. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح صدري ويسر لي وأمري واحلل عقدة من لساني ويفقهوا قولي. Assalamu alaikum. Hello and namaste, dear brothers and sisters. By the permission of Mr. Muhammad Abdullah Al-Jalahma, the KAPF Secretary General, and Mr. Al-Said Sakhl Sijari, the founder of AUW, Mr. Kamal Ahmed, and the Vice Chancellor of AUW, Ms. Nirmala Rao, and other honorable guests and beautiful ladies who are in the audiences and gentlemen. My name is Shakeba Ahmadi. I am from Ghazni, Afghanistan. I have 5 siblings, 2 brothers, 3 sisters, 27 cousins, and I am the first girl who entered high school, then university, and will be, inshallah, entering graduate school soon. I'm doing my 3rd undergraduate program in politics, philosophy, and economics, while majoring in development studies at AUW. So during my speech, I would love to highlight 3 turning points of my life: my childhood, the time I entered AUW, and the last, my future aspirations. I was only 3 to 4 months old when my family refuged to Pakistan because in 1994, Mujahideen had taken over Kabul and there was a war going on. So I was an undocumented child in Pakistan when I grew up there. So I could not enter school, but hardly my family managed to send me to Sardar Isa Khan High School, the government school. And I did my secondary school in Afghan refugee school in Quetta, Pakistan. And I came in the late 2011 in Kabul, and I did my high school there. Then I was introduced by one of my teachers to go to AUW because I was a different child. I used to think differently, and I used to critique things around. So he thought AUW is a great place for me to grow up intellectually and as well as socially. So it was hard to convince my family, the first girl, to go outside the country and study. So what impressed my family was my grade, 99% school. So they thought I'm the person who is chasing big dreams, so I should go. They should try it once in their life to send a girl and see. I entered AUW with big dreams. I count myself a social advocate. So I entered AUW with huge dreams, but after coming to AUW, I learned how to give life to your dreams. I learned how to think beyond borders, and I learned how to understand and respect each other. I used to think that I am a girl belonging to a single family, a small town, and in a bigger picture, I can just make my country proud. But now I think of a better world, and I think of all brothers and sisters around the world, in Africa, Europe, West, and East Asia, everywhere around the world. I believe AUW provides amazing opportunities to its students, and these opportunities have meant for me to be involved in 3 internships, 3 clubs in the board, in the executive board, 2 work-study programs, and I did 1 summer project. I would love to talk about my summer project because among my cousins, I was the first girl who came out, and they were waiting for me to see what I'm going to do. So I went there with a project. I served 2 schools, and the project was named Art and Creativity. So we conducted, I and my 2 other teammates, Afghan teammates, we conducted 13 workshops for the children in order to promote the value of art in science. Interesting, right? And then we documented, it was AUW's first project to be documented in Ministry of Afghanistan. So now anyone after us can go and name AUW without a documentation that we were asked for multiple documents. And then these experiences have, of course, affected my future aspirations. Now I think differently. I live in a different world. And of course, I work and I put my all efforts to achieve a different life. So I would love to talk about 3 major future plans of mine. After graduation, I will be graduating in May 2017. So after graduation, I'll have an internship outside the country. I'll do a 6-month fellowship, and I would love to do my grad school in Oxford, studying international relations. And besides that, I am thinking of 2 projects. The first project, a library. The region I live in, Kabul, is called Dasht-e-Parchi. And we have only 1 library where people can find school textbooks. But after visiting AUW library and reading multiple books, I think, dying without, reading multiple literary books is a waste of your life. So I would love to build that library for the people, for the children, for the middle-aged people, for the old people to go and read and think broader. The second project would be a school. I am Hazara. I come from a minority of Afghanistan. And I know how it feels to be belonging to a minority group. That is why. So the least minority group in Afghanistan is my Sikh brothers and sisters. So I can feel, because I am doing my thesis on human rights, on the rights of Sikh people in Afghanistan, and their children cannot go to school. They do not have access to education. So my dream is this, to build one school and stop them from flying from Afghanistan. They have lived hundreds of years in Afghanistan. I personally want them to stay. I personally don't want them to live just for the reason of being unjust. The society is being unjust to them, or something is lacking there. And the biggest aspiration, I would love to work as Executive Program Director at Amnesty International and advocate education worldwide for everyone, thinking without borders. And I'm thankful of